রাজধানীর হোটেল ইন্টারকন্টিনেন্টালে চলছে কমনওয়েলথ নির্বাচন পর্যবেক্ষক দলের সংবাদ সম্মেলন। আমরা সরাসরি চলে যাচ্ছি সেখানে।
But you know, the BNP has always raised many issues that related with the charter that they have been signed on that very day. And the gazette, there is a difference. One is the legal issue, another one is the political commitment. Do you focus on that, or do you see, because you are suggesting that the government should follow the charter, and when it is as a legal bind, but in the written political commitment, word to sign, it was not there. They have some note of dissent. All things were eliminated from the gazette. Thank you so much.
Hello.
A third question. A third question.
Good afternoon. It's in Crash or for
Yeah.
My question is whether this election is.
As far as minority groups being suppressed, no such information, no such report was received by members of the group. So that would be my answer to that question. And then I understand you to be saying that the government's commitment to the implementation of the charter is not complete. Not what? Because the charter is a different document today than what it was on Thursday. The referendum has now voted it into law. It is now a binding document.
Once again, I'm asking my question, not from your mouth. That is, and when all political parties, they are going to take part in the election, they sign the charter.
Right.
গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফর্মুলা বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে আমাদের দেয় গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি।
In front of our Jatiya Samsad or the Parliament building, they say the BNP claim they have some note of dissent, and it was there. But what the gazette the government has published, it was not mentioned the note of dissent.
Oh,
so
I
how
see.
do you see the issues? Because it's a legal issue and the political commitment. The both things are not, there is some gap, there is something. I just want to know, because you are observing all things, and you mentioned, the next government should carry out the charter as per the decision of the, because it's a huge one. The people, they want the charter, they say yes, or yes, what about the number? It is yes. So how do you see the whole thing? What is the obligation from the BNP side to implement it? Because there is no note of dissent from the BNP that has been signed. It's a tough time.
Well, the obligation to implement it arises from the vote. The referendum now has validated the terms of the charter, and it is now a document that is binding on whoever takes office after these elections. The charter is binding on the parliament and is binding on the government. The reforms that are being proposed in the charter have now taken on a different dimension from what they were as proposals. They have now been accepted by the people. So the obligation to implement them has been strengthened considerably. Do I believe that this election is an acceptable one? I think that everything that I have said so far indicates that, yes, as far as we're concerned, this was an acceptable election. It was peaceful, it was orderly, and it was transparent. And I think that those are the indices of an acceptable election. Thank you very much indeed.